Well, it has been a very long year. A year with massive ups and downs and lots of hard work. And I'm sorry for not making any smaller update videos, but I have been documenting my work the best I can. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know where to start. The only way I can make this video is by starting where we left off, and that's when I picked up the car from the fab shop.
Whoa! Oh man.
So right about here, I remember it started to hit me what I was getting myself into and the fun I was going to eventually have, and I just got so excited. And to everyone that subscribed and left positive comments, thank you so much. I still get kind of teary-eyed when I read them, so thank you so much. Throughout the years of struggling with mental health issues and addiction, not being able to fund this project, I had a lot of time to plan how I wanted to build this car, what parts to use, and what look to go for. I have always been the meticulous type who likes to focus on the details, and that means there's going to be a lot of hard work that goes into this car. So people might ask, well, what do you want your car to be, a show car or a functional race car? And the answer is, I want this car to look and feel amazing, but also function on the track. Not only that, but I want the car to perform in time attack as well as be drift capable. This is asking a lot, but I have a plan to accomplish this, and you have to start somewhere.
I'm not a welder or anything, but when
it's already starting to rust.
Yeah.
Just from sitting in here, it hasn't been in the rain at all, but it's starting to rust just from the moisture in the air.
Just being cold
sitting for a month.
Yeah,
just being cold.
A month is enough to start something. Yeah. There's a little bit down here.
Same down here too.
Oh yeah, fuck. I'll put something on that right away, because it's going to be a while before I do a full deal on it. I haven't even bought an air compressor yet.
I just want to mention that towing with a tarp like this often makes you that guy on the freeway who makes everyone nervous whether you secured your stuff correctly or not. I advise against using a tarp, and we'll be going without one even in the rain. You just need to dry your car off once you're done. Now I get home, and not only am I broke from all the fabrication, I'm also in between jobs. And because in order to build this car, I needed to make more money. But until then, I had enough to get some lacquer thinner and self-etching primer to spray on the welds to prevent excessive rusting. Now there was already rust on a lot of the welds, so I did my best to clean them up with what I had to work with at the time and get them sprayed. This took a lot of time because there was just so much to do. The whole chassis, stitch welded, full FD spec cage, tube front, all the work in the trunk, bash bars. It was just a massive amount of work, and it took quite some time. Next, I thought it would be smart to fit my dash, which cracked horribly from being left out in the sun, and I fixed it off camera. This also took a while because I was deathly afraid of making a mistake, because I had already put in a lot of time fixing the massive cracks, and I didn't want to buy another dash at the crazy inflated prices. So I spent a day or two taking the dash in and out of the car a million times and in the end got it to fit very nicely without any mistakes. I'm a professional finisher by trade, and I love to do side projects that involve staining and finishing. And I thought to myself, I better get a PC if I want to start making videos. I tried to find a nice computer table, but they were either crappy or expensive, so I built my own and got a sick PC setup. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty stuck with the project, and my new job isn't going that great. And Pat's Acres has always been a source of inspiration when I need it. If you're standing by a track, always be on the lookout, because the moment I looked down, Jack Ultramotive's car slid right past me and crashed into the fence. It reminded me how easily things like this can happen. In his case, he had a tie rod come loose and break, and it was over for him that day. All in all, I think everyone was lucky. Then, on my way home, I got an example of what I don't want to be like. The infamous Burple Tune dude.
Really, bro?
The little pop and bang here and there is sick in my opinion, but this guy was just going crazy. I don't know, man. I just can't connect with it. So after injuring my back and I was able to walk around without troubles, I ripped the motor out and laid down some epoxy primer. This was my first time using a spray gun on this car, and it felt great. I also sprayed the wheel wells after grinding all the coating off, because I planned on using truck bed liner in the wells. So after I seam fill the seams in the engine bay using tape to get nice lines, I went straight to sealer primer, and then 3 coats of base coat and 2 coats of clear. The wheel wells turned out really good, and I can't wait to see how good an angle kit and some coilovers will look once I put them on. Feels great to actually lay some paint down on this thing, but little do I realize that the engine bay is the easiest part. This is going to be a problem area for rust, so there will be a lot of work to be done with the seam sealer here. So now I start prepping the rest of the car, And at this point, my bulging disc in my back is not happy, and I realize how tough this is all gonna be. But I need to grind these welds down to make them easier to seam fill. God damn it. At this point, I just want to talk about the title of this video. Can a drift car be spiritual alchemy? What I mean by that is, this car can obviously be a metaphor for my life, the struggles I went through, what I had to do to turn things around, etc. When I was suffering, so did this car. When I got better, so did the car. I started giving my body good food and exercise, and I got good results. And I'm giving the car quality work and quality parts, and it will have good results. In order to really do what I want and be able to afford it, I'm gonna have to push my limits, get out of my comfort zone, and be more successful in the end because of it. This car is giving me motivation to push myself and achieve. I left a comfortable job for a better paying one, and it didn't work out, but I found another opportunity to make ends meet and learn a new trade in the process. I recently officially started my own business called Dreamcraft LLC, and I'm getting a general contracting license. If it wasn't for this car, I'd still be at my low-paying, comfortable job from before. Instead, I am step by step building this car, and building myself, and building a better life. And I'm incredibly thankful to those of you that left positive comments on my last video. Reading your comments really motivated me. I just want to build this car and have it mean something special, a symbol of overcoming your demons, a symbol or metaphor of self-restoration, a reason to keep going in the right direction, something to motivate you to stay on the right path. That is why I am filming my work. And again, I'm so sorry for waiting so long to make this video, but with everything going on and having to work on the car in my spare time, the only reason I'm making this video is because the car is at the fab shop again and I'm taking time off work. One thing I want to mention, if you ever end up spraying a car, pay attention to when you spray primer, because when you spray primer, you'll find out about all the little areas where your gun can reach. You'll see sometimes I hit the gun on stuff and it'll leave marks. And that's okay because it's just primer and you can fix it. But, it gets you ready for when you lay down the paint. Hey. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take this window out. I can barely get any paint on this thing.
and I just, I just can't have that. Fuck me, man.